This is another meditation. It's called Yichud Alafim. The Yichud of the Olives, which we're going to explain. This is a little more complex. It's very powerful. This should be done. Again, everything should be in time, place of holiness, not to do it in an unholy place. Okay. So this is how it goes. This one a person should do when he feels he starts having the Ari says in Sharuch HaKodesh, when a person, especially when a person wants to fix the breed, meaning he's fasting to fix his past immoral stuff, masturbation, all that kind of stuff. That if a person wants to fix these, what happens is he's taking, like we said before, he's taking the life force back from the evil to his soul, and it drives them nuts, and the evil will fight back. Will fight him back. It's gonna be. So what should a person do? He's gonna see his thoughts are coming in even stronger. Might be even stronger. What should a person do? This is the kavanah that I'm gonna show. The yichud, the meditation to do. Very powerful. Sometimes you might need to do it a couple of times to see the effect. Again, depending on a person. And sometimes a person, especially good for people that want to learn Torah, they can't learn Torah. What should they do? They see they have constant and I can't concentrate and thoughts and whatever it is. Just or can't even doesn't want to just wants to learn but really can't learn and just sitting there wasting time, doesn't know what to do. There's another yichud a person could do before learning will help a person too. Okay? So here you go. It's a little complicated. I'm going to make it easy. Please do not make up your own things when you learn this. A lot of people, they hear and they don't understand. They start making up their own thoughts, conclusions. Please don't do that. Okay? So here we go. We know the Parzufim. Probably didn't learn it. Some of you guys did learn it. So we have like this. The Parzufim, right? We have Nuk, Nukva, we have Zeranpin, we have Yashasut, we have Abba, Naima, Abba, Arich. Actually, no, let's just do it a little different. Arich Anpin, the Parzuf of Arich Anpin, highest in the Atzilut. We have a tik really, but that's usually what we say. Then we have Ab and Ima Ilain, Ab and Ima Ilain. There's different ways to explain it. So I'm doing this way. Okay, then we have Yashasut. And we have Zeranpin and Ukve. 5 Parzufim. We know that this is the Atzilut, highest world, almost the highest world, right? We have the Adam Kadmon on top. We have the kav, the pipeline that comes from the infinite down to through all this. Okay, I'm just showing this. It's not we're dealing here with Arich now. That's what I want to show. We're dealing here with Arich. Okay, so now Arich, again, all this stuff, when we learn all the spiritual concept, we have to understand the Parzufim is just vessels when the light of Hashem comes down. Okay, so okay. And now what I showed Arich, we're going to deal with Arich. Arich is one of the highest Parzufim. If a person is able to receive Shefa from there, it can help him out with this, what we just mentioned. So let's see. Everything in spirituality, we're not allowed to imagine these Parzufim in the higher worlds. We're not able to, we don't know what Sfirot are, we don't know what Parzufim really are. But how we're able to somehow understand is through the letters. Okay, what it represents. So imagine Arich Anpin in the spiritual. Again, this is all spiritual. Don't try to imagine this stuff because it's going to be a grave sin. but just to help us to understand, right? Imagine in Arich there's something called 13 attributes, right? We know the 13 attributes that we use it in Yom Kippur. Why is it so powerful? 13 attributes is it erases a person's sins. We ask Hashem in his 13 attributes to forgive us. So here we are awakening the 13 attributes, okay? Just by this meditation. So now we know 13 attributes has to do with the beard. That's why the beard is so important in our religion, right? There's 13 points. The 8th point will be Notzer Chesed. This is Notzer Chesed, the front part of the beard. The back part of the beard is Venakeh, the 13 attributes. So between these, the front and the back, there is, in the root where the klipot, evil has a grasp in it. And if there's their grasp, a person down here is going to have negative thoughts, immoral thoughts, things bothering him, okay? This thing bothering him. So how does a person get rid of that? So we're bringing light. Okay, we said Notzer Chesed is the front part. How do we we cannot think about it, so it's through the letters. So what this represents that area. Okay? So first thing, a person needs to have kavanah from Arich, from Keter, from Arich. Okay? This is the name. From this name, which is around here in the spiritual worlds, right? He's bringing down Shefa. Shefa. I don't know how to really say it. You can say energy. It doesn't really fit, but let's just say, okay? Brings down Shefa, down. Okay, from that. To where? There's different. We said this Yichud is called Alafim because we're talking about the olives, which I'm going to show. Now this name is name of Chesed, right? It is even Gematria Chesed actually, 72. And then we're going to have concentrate on all the letters, all the words, all the letters, all the names that have to do with Din, because we want to sweeten the judgments. So you have the name of Ekye, spelled out like this. Okay, Aleph, hey, Yud Vav Dalet, hey. Okay, this is one. Actually, got to do it twice. I don't know if I should really draw it out again twice, but let's just do it again. Sorry for my bad handwriting. Okay, this is one. This is okay. Next one would be the name of Elokim. Adonut. Okay. Name of Elokim. Okay. And another name will be Adonut. Okay, you gotta do it twice. I'm gonna write it out. Okay. Then we have the name of. Okay, we know these names are Din. Ekia spell out like this is Din, Elokim, Adonut, all judgments. Name of judgment, this is the name of mercy. Then we have another name of Elokim spelled out. Aleph, right? We're gonna spell these out. Aleph. Then you have Lamed. Spell it out, it's gonna be Lamed. Sorry for this handwriting. Lamed, Hey, Yud, and Mem. I'm spelling it. Okay, it's another name of judgment. And then you have Mansapach. Mansapach has the last letters, right? We have Mem, Mem Sofim, Nun Sofit, Sam, Pei, Pei Sofit, Chav, Chav Sofit. All these Sofiot names are Sof, it's N, meaning N is Din, right? So we have Mansapach. Man, Mansapach. And you have Din 3 times spelled out, Din 5 times. I don't know if we have enough space for this, let's see. Din 1 time, Din 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Din. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what does a person do? A person has kavanah. This is very, very powerful. Okay, a person has kavanah from the name Noter Chesed. He is bringing down Shefa to sweeten the name of Ekeh spelled out. First thing he has to have kavanah. I'm sweetening the number of this, which is 151, if I'm not mistaken, and then the letters. The letters he's sweetening, right? And the numbers of this, meaning this has a numerical value, 151. And then same thing here, the letters of Elokim and Adonut, the letters. And then the numbers, this will come up to 86, this is 65. You're sweetening it. Then here you're sweetening this whole name. Elokim spelled out. And then you have Mansapach, which is all Din, right? The last letters are all Din. Mem Sofit, Nun Sofit, Tzadik Sofit, all those Sofiot, which is all Din. And then Din 5 times. There's a lot of big explanation about all that. We're not going to go into that now. I'm simplifying it, okay? So you're bringing Shefa from that name, sweetening all of these. Once you sweeten them, okay, you have kavanah that all a person's all that he spilled the seeds, and all of his mikatrigim, accusers, and and he's gonna send all of that to the sea of the Yetzer Hara and the snake, the evil inclination and the snake, to their sea, send it back. Now the problem is, the person still has sparks, right, that they have taken. So what do? So once you have done this, again, I'm a little simplifying it just to make it easy for now, for beginners. Then you have, after you did what I showed, then you have a kavanah, the name of Kasa. Aleph, spelled out. Ekeh spelled out. Aleph. Aleph, Hey, Yud, and then Hey. Spell out like this. Okay, and this in truth, and you have to have, okay, I'm simplifying it, okay? So this, you have this kavanah, that's the bottom part of the Bir of Arich. Again, it's just a parable for us to understand. Okay, by this name, person pulls back up all this, the neshamot, the sparks, from what he just threw, all this thing that he just threw, his sins, and he's with this name uplifting back, with this name uplifting back all of his the souls, the sparks, back to its root. The person should have this kavanah. It's very, very powerful. I simplified it a little bit, but I think this should be enough. Okay? Again, not to do this in these days, which is don't do this if something, a person should send me an email or something, but should not be done from Rosh Hashanah until Shmini Atzeret. We don't do any meditation with letters, not at all. And same thing from Omer, the whole Omer, all Omer and Shavuot, which is around 50 days. We do it after Shavuot. From Omer until Shavuot, until after Shavuot, we don't do. Okay? We don't do any kavanot. Could be a little damaging to do. Some will hold these are okay, they're not Well, whatever. I don't want to get too deep into it, but there you go. It's called Yichud Alafim. Why is it Alafim? Yichud Alafim because all these letters that we mentioned, I already have it erased. The Ekeh has an Aleph. Elokim Adonu that we have starts with an Aleph. All of them starts with Aleph. Almost all of them. Okay? Except the Mansapach and Din. But the rest did, so we are sweetening that. So what it is that Notzer Chesed, right? That's the name, the first name that we showed, is Shefa comes down, sweetening all the judgment. All the other ones are in between, in the spiritual world. It's the root where the evil has grasp. If it has grasp there, it has grasp on the person from his sins and stuff. When a person uproots them there, they don't have a grip there. Obviously, I'm the person here. His thoughts are a little clearer, able to learn better, and to serve Hashem properly. Okay? And then Vanakeh is the bottom part of the beard that goes into the belly of the snake to uplift back the sparks in the soul that he has lost.